Alright, glasses on, off, on. Oh, I'm gonna have to read anyway, so. Hey guys, Tamago here. I have 100,000 subscribers.
Yeah. Okay, I know it says 105,000 subscribers, but we're just gonna round that down for a second.
I wanted to make this video to say thank you all for helping me get here. I can't believe that I've actually reached it so soon. Like, I know it's been a long time I've been on YouTube, but I wasn't expecting to reach 100,000 subscribers anytime soon. And the fact that I've reached it now is incredible. So all I can say is thank you all for that. And it's also been long overdue for a Q&A video. So I asked you guys on Twitter, Instagram, Facebook, and Patreon to send in your questions, and you guys sent in a lot of questions, too many actually, so I won't be able to answer all of them, but I have got quite a few that I'm going to answer. I've got them on my phone here. So yeah, I'm just gonna get into the questions. How old are you? I'm 18 years old, turned 18 in February, and yeah, I've been doing this YouTube thing for a long time, doing it since I was 11, so yeah. What made you start YouTube? Okay, so back in year 7 when I was 11 years old, my friend showed me his an animation he made. He had recorded it on his phone and he showed it to me. And I was like amazed. I was like, wait, he made an animation by himself and he's showing it to me now? Because I always thought that in order to make an animation, you needed to have a team of like 100 people to make anything. So to see like this kid that was the same age as me making, and it wasn't a good animation. Like, the guy knows who he is if he's watching this. No offense, animation wasn't good. You know it wasn't good, but but the fact that he did it by himself in his bedroom, I was like, wow, that's so cool. I really want to do that. He did it in the program Pivot Stick Figure Animator, and you might notice that's why my first video is a Pivot video, because that's the program he told me he made it in. And since then, I just started making videos on my own. There's a bit more detail to the story, but I will be telling the story of how I properly started in a future video. What are your thoughts on the Ogee Movie? Honestly, I can't believe it got made. Nah, I can't believe it, to be honest. But yeah, it's pretty much as good as I expected it to be. And I didn't watch it myself. I'm basing this off of the reviews of other people, and usually I don't like to base my opinion on what other people think. I'd rather try something out for myself. But in this case, I just don't think it's worth the risk, to be honest. How come you so funny? Who, me? Oh. What is your dream job / profession you wish to pursue? Alright, so this question, I've been asked this question so many times. Like ever since I was younger, people have been asking me, yo, what do you want to be when you grow up? It's a common question, right? And when I was younger, I had all sorts of questions. Like, I had all sorts of dream jobs. Like, at one point, I wanted to be a concert pianist. I don't know about that, but yeah, I had all sorts of things. I wanted to be like a book reviewer, an author, an actor, a games developer. Pretty much, I'd see someone else do something, and I'd be like, hey, I want to do that. And yeah, like at one point, I wanted to own a motorbike because I saw the Simpsons movie. So yeah. What would you do if you hit 1 million subscribers? I don't know, I'd probably like write a diss track or something. I think that's what you're supposed to do. What YouTube video are you most proud of? Club Penguin Story, I think it has to be. Not because of how well it did, like performance-wise and view-wise, but more so because I just thought it was a well-done video, really. Like, I just liked, you know, how it incorporated like many different elements. I had the gameplay, the animation, and the story as well. I just liked it as a video. I thought it was one of my better done videos. But other videos I quite like, game shows, speedrunners, just because it was the first time I was trying out the whole idea of mixing the animation gameplay, and I think it turned out fairly well. And it started a series, so that was nice. And Quick Draw. I like Quick Draw, yeah. What did you get in your A-levels? Okay, so to catch people up in case you don't know, I just finished A-levels, and for anyone who doesn't know what A-levels are, these are like the exams you do right before you go to university. They're the exams you do in order to get in to university. So yeah, they're pretty tough. A lot of people stress out over them. But yeah, I recently got my results for them, and I did maths, further maths, and computer science, and I got 3 stars. So yay! And as for STEP, we don't talk about STEP. Okay, a follow-up question. How did you cope through A-levels? Okay, so like at first you want to like recognize that A-levels are hard and they're supposed to be hard. And if anyone tells you that they don't find it hard, that they find it easy, they're lying. And if they insist that they find it easy, just wait until results day. And if on results day they pass with flying colors and still say it's easy, block them. What I'd say is you need to be consistently working from the beginning of the year right up through to the end. Like that's, as far as I see it, that's like the best way to go about getting the grades you want, right? And it's easier said than done because you do get tired, but I mean, that's the only way I know how to do it. It's just consistent work all the way through, and hopefully you come out with results you're happy with. I'm rooting for you. And do your homework, please. Andrew from Google asks, do you like me? Well, to avoid the risk of my account being shut down, yes, Andrew, I like you a lot. Are you into any sport? I don't really watch sports, but I played basketball when I was younger. Like back in primary school, I played it, and I thought I was pretty good. We won like our area tournament and stuff, and then I continued playing into secondary school. Realized I wasn't good like at all, but you know, that's why I played basketball. What's your favorite food? This is gonna sound really basic, but probably pizza or jollof rice. Actually, if you don't know what jollof rice is, you can Google it. It's really good if it's well done. If you don't know what pizza is, I can't help you. What is your favorite game and why? The Last of Us. Man, that game had me emotional. Like honestly, I was so emotional playing that game. Like the beginning especially. Yeah, The Last of Us, all-time favorite game. I loved it. It had everything I wanted. It had the stealth, the story, the characters. It was great. And yeah, at the end I had a bit of like an existential crisis after I finished that game. I was asking myself questions like Max here, who asks, what's the meaning of life? And to answer Max's question, I don't know, sorry. How long does it take for you to make a video, not including uploading and editing? I mean, editing is the majority of what takes up the video time. So like, to answer your question, like what, 0 seconds? I mean, it's hard to give a general estimate of how long it takes because there are many different aspects to it. But to use an example, I'll use the Club Penguin story as an example. Overall, that video took 58 hours to make, and I made it over 2 months, not including actually recording the gameplay where I played Club Penguin to have the footage. I think that was an extra like maybe 3 or 4 hours because I had a lot of Club Penguin footage. Although most of it was probably just me playing the game for fun. Overall, I'd say most videos take at least 15 hours to make. Some range in the 40 hours, like some game show episodes have taken upwards of 30 or 40 hours. Some videos take maybe just 15 hours, but overall, it takes quite a long time actually. Why are your drawings so detailed? How do you find the games for game time? I think you mean game show? I usually just see gameplay of it and I'm like, whoa, that would look interesting to play. Or I see like a trailer for the game or something and I'm like, yeah, that'd be a cool game to play. And something you might have noticed is that a lot of the games are, well, pretty much every single game is an indie game of some sort. And that's not on purpose, it's just because indie games tend to be cheaper, so I can, you know, afford them. Generally, I find that if the game is fun to watch, then it would be interesting to make a video on. So that's how I choose the games for game show. What was cool when you were young but isn't cool now? You know, I think the word wicked. Yeah, the word wicked. Like back when I was really young, I think it's like one of my earliest memories. Back when I was in nursery, so I was like 4 years old. Everyone would describe everything as wicked, as in like meaning cool. So they'd be like, oh, that's wicked. Whoa, that's wicked, man. And like nowadays, if you describe something as wicked, you probably get slapped in the face or something. I don't have a question, but I want to be in the video. There you go. Where do you see your channel 1 year from now? I don't really have like a subscriber based goal just because I don't really have control over that. But I think in terms of like how many videos I'd like to upload, I would like to double the number of videos I have on this channel. Right now I have 60. It'd be really cool if this time next year I had 120 videos uploaded. And that would be a lot of work and it might not be possible, but it's a goal to go for anyway. Like, I'm gonna try it. I have a lot of videos that I've had in my head for years now that I just want to finally make. So yeah, I think I think a year from now it'd be really cool to see that I have 120 videos uploaded. That would be cool. Yeah, let's see if I can do it. You're British, but I sometimes hear a slight American accent. Is there a reason for that? Well, I am British, I'm Nigerian, but I was born and raised in Britain, and yeah, I mean, I think the only reason that I sometimes have a slight American accent is because when I'm doing voiceovers for videos, I try and really pronounce the words so that you can like understand what I'm trying to say. And I think sometimes when I stress the words, it can come out American, like, or sounding American. Like if I said the word car, I would just say car. Okay, there's a car driving over there, right? But I think in America, like they stress letters such as the R in that word. So it'd be like, oh, he's driving a car. Car. Like, so I think maybe when I'm trying to enunciate words properly, it might sound American. I don't know. That's my theory, but yeah. If you could change something about your YouTube channel, what would you change? I'd probably choose a more memorable username. Like username Tamago247 doesn't really roll off the tongue that well. A lot of people actually asked in these questions about the origin of my username, and I promise I will tell you guys where the username came from. But that's the story for another day. Not today, but someday. I promise. I have videos planned for it, for like how I started the channel and stuff, so you will know where the username came from. Some people have started coming up with theories, and some people have gone pretty close, but I don't think anyone's going to get it exactly because it is a bit of a story behind it. So yeah, you will know why I'm called Tamago247 in due time. Can you react to your first video? Okay, yeah, sure. Alright, let me just set this up real quick. So, my first video was made in Pivot. It's called Overreaction Episode 1, and a lot of people don't understand what the hell's going on in the video, so I'm going to explain it right now. So let me just get up the video. It starts off with this guy just walking along normally, and then he comes across this golden orb. It's supposed to be like a mystical golden orb that's like magical or something, I don't know. He picks it up, he's really happy. This orange guy comes out of nowhere and like fly spin kicks him, and then punches him in the face instead of kicking him for some reason. But it's supposed to be like Ryu from Street Fighter when he does that spinning kick. That's what that is supposed to be. Then he takes the golden orb, puts it in his ass pocket, then he brings out a stick and smacks this guy in the face. And yeah, the guy turns red because he's angry because he's been smacked in the face with a stick and someone took his golden orb, right? And then he brings out a sword, which is a bit of an overreaction, right? See what I did? Yeah, that's right. Yeah, okay. So then he smacks that guy's stick away, then stabs him in the neck, and then the guy's head falls off. He stabs his head, kicks it away. The orb comes back for some reason. He tries to fly away. I don't know why he was suddenly able to fly. I'm thinking maybe the orb gave him the mystical powers? I don't know. Yeah, this big guy comes out of nowhere, takes the orb, puts it in his ass pocket. Then this guy comes and jumps and stabs him in the pelvis, takes the sword, no, not the sword, the orb, flies away, drops the orb, and it says to be continued. So yeah, overall, I'm not really sure why people said they didn't understand it. I thought it was pretty straightforward. Okay, that's it. I got a lot of questions. I wasn't able to get through all of them because there was so many. So I'll definitely do one of these again in the future. So if you want to submit your questions for next time, then you can follow me on Twitter, Instagram. I have a Facebook page if people still use Facebook. I don't know. Links for all of that are in the description box below. But in the meantime, thank you all so much for watching. I really appreciate it. Thank you for 105,000 subscribers. That's still crazy to me. And I guess we'll see where this goes in the future. I hope to make many more videos for you to enjoy. But for right now, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.